From the Pep Radio Newsroom, these are the stories we are covering at this hour. An Ohio elementary teacher of 30 years filed a federal lawsuit against her school district for allegedly violating her religious and moral beliefs by suspending her for having LGBTQ plus inclusive books in her classroom. The New Richmond Exempted Village School District suspended Karen Cahall for 3 days without pay last November after at least one parent, Kayla Shaw, complained to the school principal and board about 4 inappropriate books with the LGBTQ plus characters in Cahall's classroom. The books were among the 100 estimated books in bins located in her classroom. The books were the 2020 non-binary coming-of-age story, Anna on the Edge by A.J. Sass, the 2021 trans-inclusive treasure hunting adventure story, The Fabulous Zed Watson by Basil Sylvester, the 2021 lesbian family drama, Hazel Bly and the Deep Blue Sea by Ashley Herring Blake, and the 2021 trans-inclusive ghost story, Too Bright to See by Kyle Lukoff. None of the books feature sexual content, but they all include LGBTQ plus characters who are coming to terms with feeling different and excluded, according to the Cincinnati Enquirer. The parents' complaint was sent to District Superintendent Tracy Miller, who immediately commenced disciplinary proceedings against Cahall, her lawsuit states. Miller's disciplinary letters said that Cahall knew the books were controversial and not acceptable because her earlier request to have them included in the school library was denied. You subsequently placed the books in your classroom library without putting them through the established approval process, the letter stated, accusing Cahall of intentionally doing so. Cahall, who plans on retiring in January 2025, filed a lawsuit stating that the books weren't prominently displayed, weren't part of her classroom lessons, and were not required reading for her students. Furthermore, Cahall says her sincerely held moral and religious views believe that all children, including ones who are LGBTQ plus or have LGBTQ plus parents, deserve to be respected, accepted, and loved for who they are. And now this good news from New Jersey. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy signed the Freedom to Read Act into law on Monday, banning libraries and public schools from banning books. Across the nation, we have seen attempts to suppress and censor the stories and experiences of others, Murphy said in a statement. I'm proud to amplify the voices of our past and present, as there is no better way for our children to prepare for their future than to read freely. On social media, Murphy also stated that reading freely is key to helping our children become lifelong learners. The law is not set to take effect for a year, but the New Jersey State Librarian and State Education Commissioner can implement it now as needed. It states that libraries cannot ban books based on origin, background, or the views presented in the text or by the authors. Librarians are also forbidden from banning texts they disagree with. School boards and library governing bodies must also create policies for curating and removing materials. They must also implement a system for handling book challenges. The law also protects all public library staff from criminal and civil liability arising from good faith actions performed pursuant to the provisions of the bill, including stocking diverse and inclusive material and providing residents access to all library material, including diverse and inclusive material. Last year, Illinois passed a similar ban, and becoming the first state to respond to the growing trend of book banning. A few other states, including California and Maryland, have since followed suit. For more details about the stories we are covering, check out the PEP Radio page on the Pennsylvania Equality Project website, paequality.com, and click on the tower on the top of the page. Download the Live 365 app to take PEP Radio with you wherever you go. If you are watching our news videos on YouTube, click the subscribe button to follow for more news and weather updates. That's the news at this hour. Now back to more music on PEP Radio.